The fans here fired up as usual at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, good one in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And this is going to be out of bounds. Flags come in. That is a brutal mistake to start the game. Opening kickoff, out of bounds, brings the ball
You're looking live at the Link. Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the Link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one complete to St. Brown. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now it's 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A.J. Brown. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar off the play fake. All the way left side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Big strike here to Williams. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They strike for 23 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming. Now it's Mahomes. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Lions out in front. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 1st and 10. First down, a run with Barkley. Shoots away from 1. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. They go to Barkley again. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third and long for him here. Hits him on the end route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
The 23-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long. They're going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
On 1st down, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Smith again. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Jackson's going to throw again. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Lamar throwing again. It's a screen to Barkley. And they take him down right along the 30.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Stop there by the 4th-year ball hog coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. There he is on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Elliott connects there, and it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, we've all learned enough to look at the numbers through the years and know how important points are going into halftime and coming out of halftime. They accomplished the first task. Now they get a chance to begin the second half with the ball as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Lamar now from the gun. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. He was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
The Eagles are in punt formation. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. In off to Gibbs from the gun. Space past the 35. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Avoid some trouble there. That's the line he's going to run for it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Completed over the middle. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Separating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. It's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 7
Rhythm.
yards.
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Shipley now to return. Spins out of one side. The Eagles about set to go on offense. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Number 88, Dallas Goedert. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's not going to get anything, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
4th down.
Desperation time here. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
So 1st down from the 41. Lamar's going to keep this one. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's 3rd down now. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Now the Lions calling a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. But they're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.